So I've just been looking at this chart, and it's the World Uncertainty Index, and it tracks uncertainty from 2008 through to June 2025. And as you can see, in 2025, uncertainty is off the charts. Now, you can look up the data points that they use to put it together. But what alarmed me was firstly, wow, and perhaps that's why I'm feeling so overwhelmed. But it also made me think about a description or a term that I used a lot actually last year when I was writing around trends and workplace priorities. And that is a term that is called fundamental uncertainty. And I think I'm going to bring it back for 2025. So, fundamental uncertainty. Firstly, it recognizes that some of the terms we do use or, to describe the environment in which we're operating, things like VUCA, don't quite cut it anymore. And when we talk about, volatile and ambiguous, it almost has this sense that, well, if we work a little bit longer or we work a bit harder, we'll be able to find out the missing pieces of information. And then we can be a bit more certain about our plan. But fundamental uncertainty says that you've got to get comfortable making decisions, not knowing everything. And that's not because the data doesn't exist. You've got all the data that there is to hand. What it means is that something is going to happen fairly soon that is going to impact that plan or that strategy. And you don't know what that is yet. And all you can do is prepare for that change to happen, but you can't predict exactly what it will be. And that is profound, is it not? That is, how do we actually start to operate in both life and work in an environment of fundamental uncertainty? And firstly, it seems like you've got to actually embrace that. We've actually got to let go of that sense of comfort and that desire for certainty, the exact plan, the target, the efficient process. Because in this environment, it's a utopia. It doesn't exist. And what we have to do is really lean into that uncertainty. We've got to build plans and strategy that can respond and adapt. We need to use techniques like prioritization, backlogs, visualization of work to be able to reprioritize as new data comes in. We've got to experiment both in life actually and work, quickly validate and test what is the best way forward so we can be a bit more certain, but never fully certain of that step ahead.